My empire will not be denied. Must I say it again? My empire will not be denied.
Alright YouTube, so I'm about to start the spring replacement on the Monte Carlo. I got my tape measure. Before I do, I always like to get a pre-measurement, so it's like 24.5 of where we're starting off, so that way I can tell how much of a difference it makes with the new springs. Alright guys, let me get set up, let me bring the tools over, let me get started, and I'll cut you guys YouTube. So I got the wheel off, I'm just about ready to start tearing this apart, and I noticed this. So what they did was, I'm not even sure this is the right battery holder, but they welded the battery holder to the frame of the car. I mean, was it really worth it to take out the fenders, cut the springs, and weld this just for a little lower? Come on people, gotta do this stuff right. So now I gotta take this out. I gotta cut this out and grind it down because I still have to put the inner fenders on. I'm not 100% sure this is the right battery holder, but I guess I will find out when I get to that part. But anyway, it's nice and empty in here, right? So all of this stuff has to come out. This is for the stereo system. That's got to come out. All this stuff has to come out. I don't know what's going on in here, but man, this is a mess. Anyway, yeah, so it seems like they welded a bolt or something. I don't know. Anyway, so I gotta take this apart. See, this is why I always say project cars are like onions. Because every time I peel back a layer, I'm ready to cry. Alright, YouTube. Let me get to work. Let me tear this down first, and then I'll get to that. Alright, I'll cut you guys. So I got the first side torn apart. These are the springs. Can you guess which one is the old one and which one is the new one? So obviously this is the old one. So now that I got them side by side, he said that they were cut. It doesn't really look like they might have been cut. It looks like what they did was heat it. You know, they put the torch on it. See how just in this section where it's all together, but this is the section that's rusty. It looks like what they did was just heat it and kind of smushed them down to try to make the car a little lower, but they've warped it. See, it doesn't even stand up straight. Especially compared to this one. Oops. Stand there. Which does. So, anyway, I'm about to install it, but while we're looking at the parts that came off, let me show them the shocks. So these are the shocks that I took off. These are actually KYBs also, but look at this. Look, it bottomed out. Look. See it in there? So these shocks have absolutely, these supposed to be gas adjust KYB shocks, but they bottomed out. So these things, look at this. This is why the car was bouncing all over the road. Look at that. Nothing. Ridiculous, see? Now, these are supposed to adjust themselves and do something. And you see it's doing nothing. It's not moving. Nothing. Alright. So, that's it. So, we're also happen to be putting KYBs on. If I would have known it had KYBs on it, I'm not sure that's the route we would have went. But these are Excel Gs. So hopefully these are a little better. These, are doing what they're supposed to do. So, we're going to see. Alright, YouTube, I'll cut you guys back on. So before I install these parts, can't believe, I never saw that before. I never saw it. Hold on. There it is. See, that's what, see, it's not supposed to move. This cap is supposed to stay. Hold on. Right there. It's supposed to stay up at the top. So, I see why these failed. Anyway, so before I install these pretty shiny new parts, I'm actually going to clean up and grind that thing off the frame and give everything a fresh coat of paint before I put this back on. So let me get to work, let me clean this up, let me get this stuff painted, and then I'll install this stuff and cut you guys back on. Alright, YouTube, so I'm getting ready to cut this off. Hold on. Gotta protect all the pretty stuff. Hold on. Alright, I guess I'm good. Alright, YouTube. We're gonna try to get rid of this so I can take this battery box out so I can clean up the frame, and then I'll be able to paint it. So let me work on this. Hold on. Mama say, mama sa, mama kumsa. Look at this. Come on! Get this thing out of here. Alright. Now, trying to protect all the pretty stuff, YouTube. Alright. So I still got to work on this. Hold on. There's something in here, YouTube. I'm trying to, hold on. See, I'm trying to cut through this chunk of whatever it is without actually cutting into the frame. So I'm hoping there's no hole in the frame, so that's why I'm taking my time trying to just cut this thing down piece by piece. I don't even know what this is, YouTube. Got to take it down little by little. That way you don't cut too much. It's a little tedious this way, but I'd rather do that than try to... Let the machine get it. Good gracious. Try to grind some of it down. Alright, YouTube, I think I've hurt your ears long enough. Let me finish getting this thing off and cut you guys back on. Come on, folks! Come on! Alright, so that's just about done. Hold on, YouTube. Oh, that's so much better. Oh, nice and smooth, YouTube. Look at it. Look at the amount of dust that came from grinding out that weld. Woo! Pixie dust. Alright, so I'm going to grind this down, get it smooth, get it right. It didn't leave any holes. And I got a couple of scrapes here, but I can take care of that in a second. And yeah, it's time to sand down the rest of this frame. Well, give it a heavy scuff so that way I can respray it and make this thing look good. Alright, I'll cut you guys back on in a minute. Frame is done. The inner fender is on. Oh my. Looks much better. Looks much better now. Hold on. Let me go up to the top. Hold on a second. Yeah, this side is on. I just got to pull off all the decals. So this is actually a Goodmark inner fender. Now the thing about the inner fenders for this particular car is that the correct inner fenders for these Monte Carlos are actually plastic. This one, as you guys see, is metal. So this inner fender is from a Chevelle. Now this is a Goodmark brand. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, the fitting, it's not gonna go on just like a glove. It's not gonna go on right away. It takes a little bit of work to make the Goodmark ones work. Now I know that there are other brands that probably fit a little better, but the Goodmark Chevelle's fenders on a Monte Carlo take a little bit of tweaking to make them fit. So I'm not going to speak on the other brands because I'm not going to recommend anything I haven't tried. I'm just telling you guys right now, these are the Goodmarks. They're okay. They're okay. They're going to do the job that he needs to do. He has to get the rubber flap for in here just to keep water and stuff from splashing in there. But aside from that, they will do the job that he needs it to do for a daily driver. This is perfectly fine. Alright, so now what I have to do is put the rim on and then do the other side. Then I can put it back on the ground and we can get the new measurements. But actually, speaking of rims, hold on, so let me get up a second. So, speaking of rims, right, because I'm going to throw this rim back on. I told you guys that I'm constantly, hold on, y'all don't mind if I sit down for a second, right? So, I told you guys that I'm constantly working on deals to make sure that I'm able to get everybody the best deals possible for these classic cars. See, if nobody is making enough noise about product support, then these companies won't make the parts that we need. And then what happens is, you know, the companies that do make them charge a ridiculous price because they know it's supply and demand. So competition is healthy. You know, competition is healthy. It's not always a problem. I mean, listen, I know I got competition out there. I know people out there probably feel a way about me, but competition is healthy. It keeps you up on your game. You don't want to get lazy, because the minute you get lazy and start slacking off because you're out there believing that the game is all yours, somebody gonna breeze right by you. And anybody that's coming for the crown I'm going for, I'm definitely gonna make them work for it. So on what I'm trying to get to is that the deals that I'm trying to get everybody is plentiful. You guys have got to continue to keep going to newcarsuck.com, because I'm constantly getting deals for you guys. Now, as I said in the other video, you know, with the other deal I was working on, I got nothing new to report there. But the people that was supporting that movement have already heard from me about the deal that I did secure. So there's 2 deals that I have already secured. One deal is for paint. So if you guys are out there buying paint, I secured a deal with Urekem. You know, a lot of guys are using Urekem. If you guys have not started using it, you should. I mean, I'm going to be doing a lot of paint videos. The deal I got with Urekem, I'm also going to be getting some experimental colors. So I'm going to be showing you guys some stuff that you haven't seen yet. But, you know, we'll get to more of that when I do a paint video. But for right now, because I'm talking about rims, I also secured a nice little rim deal. For you guys out there, now this is anybody, anywhere, because they're going to ship them directly to you. You guys out there, go to newcarsuck.com, and you're going to see a tab that says rim sale. And they got rims, everything from 15s to 30s. They got tons of brands. I mean, you guys, whatever brand you're thinking about right now, they got them. They got deals. Absolute deals. I did a lot of talking to make sure that we got deals. That's how I pick the companies that I'm partnering up with, because I work with old school cars. You know, if they only selling stuff for new cars, they're of no need to us. They're no service to us. I mean, they got their lane. My lane is classic cars. As long as their product supports classic cars, I'm with that. And I want you guys to get the best deals. Don't get caught up in the hype and the foolishness running out just to anywhere. I'm telling you, I'm working on deals. So the rim deal that I got, let me tell you, let me just give you a brief rundown. So they do like 15s all the way up to 30 inches. And I'm telling you, the prices are great. You know, they even got factory wheels if you want, like takeoffs. They got factory, like upgraded factory style wheels. So let's say from the factory your car came with, let's say 18s, they might have that same style in like 22s, 24s. But they got 15 to 30s. And I'm talking about for everybody. This is for everybody listening. They got old school hot rod wheels. They have wire wheels. They got the JDM stuff for the imports, the Hondas and the Acuras. They got, man, they got everything. No matter what you're driving, trucks, Jeeps, whatever, they got you. Now, this is the best part. This is the best part. Y'all ready? You don't even need credit to get these rims. They finance them with no credit. All right? All you need is a checking account that you've had for at least 6 months, and they're going to hook you up. Come on, man. Y'all can't tell me I'm not looking out. I mean, come on. And let me tell y'all, this is this. I was going to hold off on making this announcement, but the only reason why I'm making this announcement right now is because they having a Black Friday sale. When I got word that the Black Friday sale rims is up on the site, I said I gotta plug it now. I was trying to wait because in January I'll launch my new website. You know, it's still newcarsuck.com, but the whole website is different. New format, new everything. Because I'm working on a lot of deals for everybody. You know, we also doing some merchandise now. You know, I give away a lot of t-shirts. You know, a lot of my customers have gotten t-shirts from me, but, you know, the demand for the shirts is getting kind of crazy, so I'm expanding my t-shirt line. So a lot of Grant 7 shirts is out there, but I got some other shirts, and you guys will see them. But January, the new site. But right now, I mean, as soon as this video is over, because, you know, don't leave me before I'm done. But as soon as this video is over, I want you guys to go to newcarsuck.com and click on whatever kind of car you got. They got it. They got something for you, trust me. And they got just rims. They got rims and tires. They ship them right to your door. No credit, bad credit. If you can't even get a library card, they'll probably give you some rims, though. Tell them G7 sent you if you got a problem. But I'm telling you, I'm getting guys deals out here. Alright? And for you guys that paint, you're going to see a link on there for paint also. It's already hooked up to the site. You just click on it and order what you want. Same thing with the rims. It's already hooked up. They already know. As long as you're clicking on it from my site, they already know. You're going to get good deals, guys. I promise you. You're going to get good deals. So, if you need rims, even the owner, he got these rims now. The owner of the Monte Carlo, he's already looking for another set. Because the deals are good. He's going to find something too. Because I'm going to paint this car, I think in February. I'm going to paint it, so he wants new rims to go with the new paint job. So, come on, guys, man. I'm telling y'all, I'm a classic car ambassador out here. Alright? Continue to watch. Let me throw this rim on. Let me do the other side. I'll put it back on the crown so I can wrap this video up. Appreciate your time. Alright, YouTube, so wow, I guess you could see the scrape down the side of the car. So that didn't happen here. That happened when he had it parked out on the street. So anyway, got the tape measure out. Car's back on the ground. So now we're going to see where we are. So it looks like, hold on, it's hard trying to do it with one hand. Looks like we're at about 27 1/4. So it's almost 3 inches higher than it was. Oh my, YouTube. Don't worry, I'm going to take care of that for him. See? It's a little G7 perk. I'm going to clean this up for him before it leaves. But oh my, YouTube. Alright, so the car sits almost 3 inches taller than it did with the old spring. So, alright, let me cut this off. Appreciate you guys watching. Grant 7 AutoWorks, a new car suck.